day, everyone. The food scientists and the food entrepreneurs has played a lot of positive impact of food science in southwest Nigeria. I remember when I was growing up as a young child, I see children of the same age whose parents cannot afford 2 square meals a day, whom I have to share my food with. And moreover, as a child, I love taking bananas. And sometimes whenever I crave for it, my mom will say it's out of season. And then I wondered, do I have to wait for a season before I get it? Is there no substitute for it? Why can't it be available all year round? Then one day, I came across banana ice cream in a supermarket. And then immediately I saw it, I smiled and ran to my mom. And then because I was so inquisitive as a child, I asked my mom, who came up with this idea? And then she said, it must have been a food scientist. So thanks to the food scientist, most of the seasonal crop are now shelf stable through value addition. And also post-harvest wastages had been reduced by converting excess crop at peak season to a shelf-stable product. Now, according to the World Health Organization, approximately 815 million people suffer from malnutrition and hunger. And also, according to the United Nations, 2.5 million of Nigerian children are starving, and only about 20% of them get help, while over 900,000 children die annually. So this is led me to the topic known as zero hunger, due to its devastating effect in our community and our nation at large. Now, in my community, the food scientist has helped in achieving zero hunger. So what do I mean by zero hunger? Zero hunger means no hunger. Zero hunger means food availability, food affordability, and food accessibility. Zero hunger means an end to sickness and disease. For example, when there is enough food to eat, people will be less prone to sickness and disease. Zero hunger means economic buoyancy in such a way that if there is enough food in a country, there will be a decrease in inflation and food insecurities. Zero hunger means an end to malnutrition in all its forms. It is a well-known fact that when you eat healthy, you will live healthy. And so when people have access to food, and as well as eating healthy, they will not be malnourished. In fact, there will be no signs and symptoms of malnutrition. So how can we make sure we produce sufficient food to feed everybody? How can we end child hunger? How can we provide parents with sufficient food for their families? How can we achieve zero hunger? Zero hunger can be achieved through sustainable food production. And this can be done by provision of land for farming, provision of improved seedling, provision of storage facilities, good transport system, provision of fertilizers and chemicals by government or private partnership. Zero hunger can also be achieved through post-harvest technologies, and this involves processing and value addition in such a way that vegetables and fruits are processed into commercially dry vegetables and concentrated fruit juice, respectively, so that it can be accessible when it is out of season. And also under post-harvest technology, we have conversion of waste to wealth. An example of conversion of waste to wealth is plantain peels and cocoa pod husk, which is used in the production of soap making and which adds as an additional income to the farmer. And another way zero hunger can be achieved is by reducing food wastages. It is known that food wastage leads to food scarcity. And so in order to avoid this, food should be consumed in the right and appropriate amount. And also public awareness should be admonished to educate people about the effect of food wastages, which can lead to food insecurities. And as a result, to reduce food wastages, food recycling can also be done. Fortunately, zero hunger has been included into the national policy of food and nutrition in Nigeria. So as part of the effort to achieve zero hunger in my community, we have engaged in home gardening, growing some of our native vegetables and fruits, giving food to the needy and the less privileged, and as well as taking care of our health by eating good, nutritious food. So as a young food entrepreneur, I have started to engage myself in some businesses. For example, in my community, we have a lot of plantain that wastes away at peak season. And because it is locally available, I have engaged in converting excess of this plantain into plantain chips and plantain flour, which I package and sell at off season. So I recommend that young people should go into farming and ensure that they add value to the crop in order to produce a shelf-stable product that will last all year round. In conclusion, zero hunger leads to a healthy people and a healthy nation. Thank you, and God bless you.